Hello YouTube family, thank you for joining me today. I have a quick and fun project to make. We're making these plant stakes or garden stakes or fairy wand or garden wand, whatever you want to call them, but they are very quick and easy to make and something to accessorize your plants. So we made this one. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so we made this one I believe in the beginning of spring this year, and we used it in our garden, and this held up pretty good. So it's been through really hot summers and few rain showers, and the wire still has the color, the gold color, and the tip as well. So I'm very impressed by this wire, and that's what we're going to be using again. But instead of making a long stick like this, we're going to make a shorter one. But I just wanted to show you guys, and I haven't even cleaned this. I just picked it out from the pots and brought it and showed you. So this is what it looks like, and few months of outdoor harsh weather, and I feel like this has done pretty well. So let's make a few more of these. Again, very quick and easy. You need your glass beads, ceramic beads works well. And let's get started. What you're gonna need for the wire is 16 gauge wire. So the wire I used is, or the brand I used is Wire Element, and this is tarnish resistant wire, 16 gauge. This is what I'm using, and you will need 10-inch long wire. So here I've already cut a couple pieces of them. I've actually made a few here, which we'll go through that in a little bit. But so I have a couple 10 inches long wire here. You want to straighten it up as much as possible, and to do that you can use your what are these things called? I forgot, but one of these things. And once you have your wires as straight as possible, we're gonna need a measuring tape, and we're gonna measure up to 4 inches. So about here, and then I'm using my bail making plier, and we're going to make this loop part. The purpose of this is to hold your beads in place. Okay, so let's make the loop. By the way, this is called nylon jaw plier. So we're gonna take our bail making plier, and I'm using the second size up to make my, let me put this over here so that you can see what the finished product looks like. So we're gonna make this part right here. So I'm taking my wire, holding it with my nylon jaw plier, and then I'm bending it so that I can get a nice round and every time I'm bending it, I'm moving my plier so that I get a nice round loop. Okay, so this is what I have right now, and then now I want this to bend this way. And this is the hardest part of this project, because after this all you're doing is just designing your wand. So that is pretty much it. And then if you need to straighten it up a little bit, bring your nylon jaw plier back. I cannot talk today. And just get it straight as much as you need to. And there's our wire. So we're gonna make one more. I'll get my measuring tape out again. Measure 4 inches long. And then take my wire. It is a little bit harder to move this or bend this because you know it's a thick wire. But if you use anything thinner, it will not hold up the weight of the beads, because the glass beads, at least the ones that I'm using, are very heavy. They're kind of you know, the porcelain beads are heavy, the vintage glass beads are heavy, so it will not hold up the weight of all the beads. So that's why 16-inch wire is the perfect size to use. And so here are our 2 wires looped and ready to be filled with beads. So let me show you guys a couple of designs that I have done already. So I have this one here. These beads remind me of like candy stores. So I've obviously put my beads in my wand already. And then, so that's what you will do. You'll put your design together. And then for the top, you'll just make like a simple loop. Let me get my round nose. Okay, so all you have to do is just hold the tip and make a loop like that. That's it. Your fairy wand is all done. Okay, now I made a Christmas themed one. I don't know, this reminds me, these beads reminds me of Christmas. So, and you know, something like this would make a really nice gift too for any plant lovers. So all you have to do is just and if you run into this situation, then bring your nylon jaw plier again and just this might not work. I need a chain. I think I need this one right here that has like little teeth or grooves. I'm going to open this up a little bit because I can bring this okay, like that. Just straightening my wand a little bit. So there's one design. I'm gonna and then for my next one, this one is also Christmas themed, but I have a bigger space on the top, so I want to make a bigger loop so that I can maybe dangle one of these on the top, like how I dangled this one on the top, so that's what I want to do with this one too. So to make a loop on the top, I'm going to bend it 90 degrees first, and then take our round nose plier, and I'm going to take the tip and twist it up. See, this one is very thin. I was looking for an other one. Let me find that. Okay, let's see. This one with a wider tip. Okay. Okay, so now we have that. I'm using a head pin to make a little dangle for this. I bent it 90 degrees, and then I'm going to give it a trim. There we go. Okay, and then we're just gonna make a nice loop. Okay, and then all you have to do is hang it to this one. So I'm going to open this up. To open it, I'm just going to twist it to the side. Put our charm. Okay, we're going to close the loop now. And that is it for this one. Looks a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna straighten this up, and there we have it. So here are our 3 designs completed. So I'm gonna take you guys through putting our beads through these 2 wires. Let's see, I know I want to use our little is this porcelain or ceramic? I don't know. I got these from Michael's, but I want to use these cute little animals or birds on as part of our design. So I'm gonna start looking for beads that is kind of similar in color to our toucan here. So let's see. I think this one's too big, or maybe we can try that. A red one. An orange one, maybe a yellow. I'm not finding any yellow, but the green, orange, and red is really catching my... Oh, there's a yellow one. Another green one. Let's see if we have enough beads here. I want to start with this big one here first. Okay, so I want to start with this big one, long bead, and then I think I want to put my toucan over that, and then maybe a red one, and then a yellow. I think this is probably not going to work. Okay, let's see if I want to do green. No, I think I want a yellow one. I really wish this one worked. Let's try it. Okay, so I just have to like twist it and bring it down to make this work. There we go. What do you think? I think this will look fine. I kind of want to put a red one, tiny little red one on the top. I feel like we don't have enough red. But then I won't have enough room on the top here. If I switch and put a smaller, like a shorter green one instead of this one. Let's see. Okay. I think I like this. Okay. So I'm happy with this, so I'm going to finish the top part by, where's my other wire? I guess I'll just try to use this one. So I'm just making a little loop on the top, and that is it. I want to show you guys a close-up view of our little toucan. I think it turned out very cute. Okay, so now let's work on our little turtle. I do like the red one still for this guy too, but the green beads, I want to use a little darker ones to go with the green from his shell. Okay, what else? This one. Maybe this one too. This one. I have this large one. It's kind of like our other one. Let's see if this will. I'm not sure about this one though. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use this one. Let's keep looking. Or maybe let's try this one. Because my wire is not all the way straight, these big beads that the holes are not big enough, so it's giving me a hard time. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna try placing my turtle right here. And then I think a red one. And then a tan color. And then maybe another green. This one's gonna work. Let's see. How about this one? And then if I can find a tiny, this guy here. There. I think that would be perfect. Okay, and then make a loop on the top. pretty much the same, exact same measurement, and you'll need some cardstock papers to do this. So stay tuned if you want to see how I made this little package. Okay, so I have gathered my paper craft supplies to make the packaging for our plant stakes. So this is the guide that I will be packaging up. So I have a nice glittery yellow paper for the background part, like this part, and show you guys what I've done here. I've used two different papers because the 12 by 12 paper is not long enough to do a whole wrap. I have to use one sheet just to get the length part, and then another sheet to wrap it around so that the bottom half is covered under this area, and then just the top half shows up like this. The one thing that I'm not happy about is because the top half is very heavy, that I have actually added an extra layer of support in the middle, and then the decorative paper in the front. This is still not sturdy enough to hold the weight of the beads. So I plan on really using heavy duty stuff. Like I have this cornflakes package here that I want to use in the sandwich between two papers in the middle so that it can really hold up the weight of the beads. So that's what I plan on doing, and I want to show you kind of like the measurements of what I'm working on. So the length part here is going to be 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So I plan on cutting my gold sheet and my cornflakes box and another and one of these that size so that I can just put it all together. Actually, I only need to do the gold sheet 9.5. The other two I can do 9 inches because the half inches on the bottom actually gets folded and glued to the front part, which is this one right here, front part. And for the front part that makes the little box, you need 6 inches by 5.5. So if you have 6 by 6 paper pads, it's gonna work great for the front part. Okay, so let's get started. Let me get all of these trimmed to the right size and I will meet you guys. Okay, so here are the 3 pieces. The 9, this one's 9.5, these two are 9 inches long with 1.5 inches wide paper that I'm going to glue them together like so, like this, so that the little half-inch part that I folded over is facing towards me, so that the front box part will glue in this area and cover the bottom half of our stakes. So let me glue this up and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I have put the 3 papers together, glued them down, and I've cleaned up the top part here so that it looks nice and straight. Bottom part, I've kind of left it like that. You can see a little bit of red peeking through because this is going to be inside the box. So I'm going to left this like that, and now we're going to move on to the box part, like this part of the packaging. So for that, I am going to use the green and white pattern paper, the one that's like in the back. So we're going to use the same, and I need to remember that I need to use it this way. Hopefully I can remember. Okay, so let's see what's our measurement. It's 6 by 5.5 inches. So six by 5.5. Okay, and then what we're gonna do first is make this crease on the bottom. That is 1.5 inches. So let's see which one is. This one is 6, right? I think this is 6. Yeah, 6. So we're gonna do 1/2 inch. Half an inch and do a score line there. Okay, like that. And then we are going to score 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch right here. And then 2 inches. On one side, so I'm gonna hold this one side, one crease, and then there's my next crease. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, 1.5 inches. And then 2 inches. This is what we have. This is how it's gonna go. And then from here, I need to measure up, see, 4.5 inches. So 4.5 inches is right there. And this is where I'm gonna make my cut. So I'm going to cut. So I'm gonna cut this score and bring it this way. Same thing over here, going this way. So that's what we have. And then I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch as well. So right there. So this is the part where we would glue onto. So this is how it would look. Let me zoom it out a little bit. And then this part, I'm gonna punch a little hole here and then make a straight cut, and then we're gonna glue this part down so that the plant stake stands nicely up there. Okay, and then before I do that, I do want to make a few cuts in the bottom here. So I want to cut this part right here. And then this part. Okay, so that way they all fold on top of each other nicely, like that. Okay, oops, like that. Let me punch a hole here quickly and then make that cut. So I'm gonna try to aim for the center and then make a cut straight down. Okay, so now it's all gluing and putting it together. We don't need any of this or this. So I need this, and my little toucan. Where did it go? And this and glue. And I'm using Elmer's glue because this is all I have right now. Eventually, if I continue to do a lot more paper crafting, I will invest in a better glue. But I have like 30 of these and I want to use them as much as possible before I go out and buy more things. And so far I feel like this works pretty good actually. The only thing is, you know, you really have to work hard to apply the glue. But once you do that, it works pretty well. So what I did here is that I attached the 1/2 inch part of my, what's this? The long piece to the 1/2 inch part of my box piece together. And then now I'm going to place my toucan, and this is the trickiest part, or the box part, to come up to this point of my stick so that it stays in place. So instead of trying to put it through this way, I have to go this way. That's why I made that cut, so that I can slide it through that spot there. And then since the hole is small enough that the loop part is not going to come out of that hole. Okay, so and then at this point is where I will glue onto the long part for it to stay. So what I'm gonna do is, after I have done this part, I'm going to give it a good pressure over it, because we don't want anything coming apart. And then glue on more on the top. Okay, and this is what we got going on. Okay, this is really hard to show in the camera, so I'm gonna quickly do it on the side. Okay, so I have glued everything down and glued everything in the back. This is what I have. So if you see this, this is still kind of dangling all over the place. So that is why I put a little, tie a little string on the top. And let me bring a string and show you. Actually, instead of tying the string around the side, what I'm gonna try do differently on this one is I'm going to make a little hole on the top because my loop is pretty big on the top here. I can very easily just take a little string and tie them all so that it stays in place. So like this. So that way the string is not obstructing the design of the actual plant stake. Okay, so this is what I mean. Just kind of tying a knot at the top instead of on the side. Or, you know, I can, what else I can do is I can also like that, and then maybe just I don't want to add a whole lot of things around it because I really like this design, so I don't want to do anything around it. Maybe just tie a piece of string, and that will be enough, I feel like. Again, you can do whatever you want, however you want to decorate it, and depending on, you know, what kind of paper you're using, you can have fun and do whatever you want. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in my next one. And let me just show you everything we made today before I say my goodbyes. Here we are. Alright guys, bye for now.